extra gloves in there?
I had some in my pack, but I remembered. Alright guys, we just made it down to our farm down here in southern Iowa. I'm excited. We got a whole weekend of hunting ahead of us, and it's a nice cool front. It's been raining for the past 7 years or something like that. I don't know, it's been raining a long time, but now it's finally starting to stop, and it actually sprinkled a little bit today, but it's dying off, and we have a nice cool front. No rain this weekend, I don't think, so it should be a lot of good deer movement. I'm excited to be out in the woods. Right now I'm going in to check our home cam on the Cuddy Link and see what's been moving during daylight, see if we have any shooters that's been moving, and then come up with a game plan. It's almost 4:45 right now, so I need to be making a decision pretty soon. But if there's nothing here that we want to shoot, then I'm going to go down the road on some public land and we'll spend the afternoon there. But I better get to it because we're running out of light. Several deer feeding on the field. It's right over that hill. This is the home camera. I'm going to check it. It's just a group of does. We haven't spooked them yet. The deer are already on their feet. I think we might just have to hunt our farm because we're just a little late. They're moving. We got the Big 7, which is a shooter. It's an old Big 7-pointer. We got him on the camera right down in this block of timber out in front of us here at 8 a.m. this morning. So he's in those woods. I think we're gonna go try to get in the ground blind and get on him. We planted a food plot up above where this camera's at, and it got overrun by the sorghum, but there should be some food in there, and we haven't sat it yet, so I think we might try to go slip in that box blind and see if we can get on this deer. I'm not going to look at anything else, so we better get moving. They're just working their way down into that timber. These ones never really got nervous at all. Yeah. Mature does, and there's several fawns down there. It sees something in the sorghum. It must be like a small animal. Look at it. It's gonna come right on that. Oh. Yeah, but if we don't move, it'll... Well, we're not going to be able to get in the spot we wanted to be at after seeing those pictures. There's just too many deer. I don't want to spook them out yet. So I think for the rest of the night we only have maybe an hour left. We're just going to go real slow and still hunt our way down this edge. But we could run into a buck. So far it's been working pretty good. I mean, we're past those deer finally now. So we're going to go as slow as possible. Make those eyes open and keep your eye on this deer. Alright guys, just made it out to some public land. We're going to be going in blind, but basically it's a big lake, piece of public land, and we got a field out, and then there's quite a bit of cover in between the lake and the field. And basically I'm going to try to get on a ridge that goes down into the cover, and it looks to be like a grassy, overgrown ridge top, kind of like CRP-ish, and there should be a nice transition on top. And I'm going to try to get right on that edge, and hopefully they'll be coming back into their bedding areas, and we'll be able to get on a nice buck. So I'm pretty excited. Looks like a really good area for the maps. There's no one else here as of yet, so should be a pretty good morning. Alright, just finally got set up. It took me a lot longer than I thought it would. It took me 15 minutes just to get out of the parking lot. It was so thick. There's got to be some giant deer in here. Pretty excited about this. I'm on just like a really overgrown CRP-ish field, and it's really thick out in front of me. There's good bedding everywhere, and I'm expecting to work this ridge top down in a bed. I'm pretty surprised I haven't seen anything. There's been deer blowing where I expected them to come from. There's been some deer blowing like all morning, off and on. Not sure what they're blowing at. We have perfect wind. It's like right in my face. So they're not spooked by me, but something got them worked up. I might just start to still hunt my way out into there and see if I can come across any fresh sign at least. This looks like a perfect area, but I really don't see any rubs in here, so maybe they're not this far back in here. I don't know. One of those cows is looking for a fight. That's gotta be the life. I wish that was acceptable for humans to get that fat.
Tell us how you really feel about the cows.
I just wish I could be that fat. Just so fat I could hardly walk. Alright, we just got set up. This is only my second or third time ever hunting a box blind, so it's a little weird for me, but it's nice in this case because we have a south wind and it's blowing into a bedding area that I expect these deer to come out from, and we have all these windows closed up. It's definitely going to minimize our scent a lot, so I'm not as worried about it. Probably going to try to keep the windows closed as much as possible until I'm ready to shoot. But I don't know, we might have to open them up just to film them, I guess. Windows are small and a little dirty. But we were able to get in here clean without bumping any deer, which is a nice change. It's only this might be my first hunt without getting completely in an area without bumping a deer. It's been kind of frustrating this year, but hopefully we can keep that momentum rolling. And this is also the first time where we're not running out of time and getting in here late, so we have plenty of time tonight. We have a trail camera on this food plot. This food plot's mainly a brassica field right now. There's also clover and chicory that we planted that'll come back next spring, but it's a pretty good brassica plot right now. A little patchy, but the brassicas that are in here are huge, so plenty of food right now yet. And the trail camera on is picking up a lot of deer this past week, and a pretty nice 8-pointer that is either 4 or 5. We're not sure how old he is. It'd be nice to get a better look at him, but he was working a scrape at 30 yards from this blind, so it'd be pretty cool if we could at least see him tonight and watch him, get some film of him. But we didn't have much action on the public land this morning, so hopefully it'll be a nice change of pace and we'll have a good hunt tonight. We'll see. to set this. I'm not good at hunting out of these box blinds yet.
Can I open the door?
No, just zoom in. It should look past it. Look, can you see him?
Yeah. Cool. Wow. Is he issue there or not?
No. But he might put on a show.
He still looks big.
Yeah.
Not very big.
Probably one of the biggest you've seen.
Do you think he gets the yes?
No. I wish I had to use that buck. It's gonna be cool when he crosses that fence. Go get something to munch on.
Whoa, that was cool.
And they make that look effortless. There's that other buck, you see him? What?
Or is that the same? Oh, no, the same one.
It's a dog coming. So,
Do you need back over here?
oh wow. Look at, they're chasing her.
Wow, this is so cool.
Wow.
Why are they chasing it like that?
They're revved up. Look at her. She just went. She's like, well, I guess I can feed now. He stopped running.
Why? I don't understand why they like.
That'd be an awesome shot. You can hear her. That's so cool. I don't know if I've ever even seen that before.
Their antlers are quite big, don't they?
Oh boy, he wants some. He wants
He's the big one. The other two are like, nope, not that one.
I want it to be a brawl.
I don't know how the tiny buck is gonna be.
I'm not even fighting for a doe and no one wins.
Yeah, I think it's still. And the other one is following.
Poor doe.
He hasn't made up his mind, but yeah, the big antler buck is coming. He is horny.
Gosh. She's already starting to run.
Yeah, he's like a pro. Look at him. Oh, he said just kidding.
No, he's going to scent check her. Alright guys, we're getting out of here for the night. Ended up being a pretty fun hunt. Got a little bit of a taste of the rut. Those little bucks are already starting to get fired up. They were pushing a couple of those does around, so in total we saw 3 little bucks and 2 does, so pretty fun night. Good news is we didn't spook a single one of them, and we got in and out pretty clean. We were able to come in and out through this cow pasture, and it's just open pasture ground, so it's a good access route, and that's just really important in the early season. You don't want to burn out your good spots before go time is actually here, so pretty happy about that, but we'll be back in the woods tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, we're still down in southern Iowa. I just made it to some public land. It's about 5:45 in the morning, so plenty of time before first light, but plenty of deer on the roads on the way here. It was kind of nerve-wracking. They seem to be on their feet a lot. It's only 37 degrees, so it's really cold. And there's a lot of fog, so I feel like it'll be a good morning. We got a front coming in tonight, so maybe they'll be moving around longer, feeding. But the plan is to go to this public land area. It looks to be a CRP bottom that's surrounded by hay fields and oak ridges, or hardwood ridges. So should be a lot of deer in there. It looks really good from the maps. You can see some trails going through it. So I got a pin marked on the map, and that's where I'm going to be going. But one thing I wanted to say is whenever I'm going in blind, especially for morning hunts in these public land spots, it's really a really low chance that I'm going to get anything or even see something that I want to shoot. But usually I see deer. But it's important to go out and do this. I don't want to be putting too much pressure on our farm, especially when we don't have any good patterns on any shooters. So I want to keep the pressure low on our farm. I want to keep scouting other areas, and the more I keep going out, the more I keep learning about all these areas, and it'll pay off in the long run. So you should be doing that with all your spots too. But hopefully we'll have a good hunt, and we'll be able to get in there without any problems. So better start walking. I got a long walk in. We're all set up now. We're in some of the best bedding cover I could possibly come up with. We got cedars and basically CRP grass. But it gets pretty tall in some areas. It's about perfect for them. They can lay down and be hidden, but they can also stand up and see. I can shoot to about 30 yards, 40 yards in 3 directions. And I've got 2 trails coming at me, a scrape right by me, so I'm pretty excited to see what comes in. Beautiful morning. Well guys, I think I'm done hunting for the morning. I ended up having actually a pretty good hunt. I was really happy and kind of relieved to have a plan work out for once. It seems like I've been kind of having some weird hunts, but I ended up seeing 2 little bucks while I was sitting there, and then something spooked a deer. I don't know what it was, but I just saw one running through where I'm at now. I'm about 100 yards from where I was, well, 75 yards from where I was set up, and something spooked something, because it came tearing down through the woods, and then I gave it another half hour or so, and it's about 9:30 right now, and I started still hunting my way down through here. I wanted to just check out the sign, do a little bit of scouting, so that next time I come in here I'll have a better plan and know whether I want to be in this area or not. And we have some rain coming in, so it should wash away my ground scent, which is good. But and it really looks pretty good. It's a beat down trail, and I haven't really gone that far, but I found a spot that has probably 20 different trees that have been rubbed on this year within a 20-yard area. And I remembered that I have a trail camera in my bag, so I pulled it out and set it up here. There's some big rubs, smaller rubs, there's a lot of different rubs. So, and it's always a good sign when you go to put your camera up and you find an old shed. So if that deer's still alive, he'll be pretty big by now. So maybe we'll get a picture of him. But next time I come in here, I'll probably be hunting it, and I guess I'll check that camera, but that probably won't be for at least a couple weeks. But pretty excited about this spot. It's definitely close to a buck bedding area, definitely a good transition area right here, and I think there's going to be some big bucks around this area, so excited to come check this camp. But I think I'm going to get out of here now, and I might go hunting tonight, but I'm not sure, so stay tuned, I guess.